welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, welcome to A Nerdy Book Life, where I talk about manga, books, and all things nerdy. As you can see, we're in a different location. We're in the living room because I am doing a manga recommendation video with my husband. He will come in just a second. Just a couple things. We do have the cats out here, so things might get a little crazy if you hear things or if they happen to come in the shop for some reason, but that's just how we roll on this channel. So, babe, would you like to come in?
Yeah.
Okay, he's a little nervous, but I am too, so it's all good. So, we have picked out, you want to introduce yourself? You've been on my channel before.
Yeah, but as a background voice.
No, you were in. We had a shopping vlog, and you actually were on my channel when you showed what you got.
I never said anything.
Yeah, you did.
I did?
Yeah. Okay. Just say your name.
I'm Daniel.
Okay. So, he likes to read manga as well, and I've mentioned him before. He likes to read other books. We've had buddy read books before. We've actually tried to buddy read some other books in DNF before.
The only ones that we've successfully buddy read and finished were the Grishaverse
and Six of Crows.
Six of Crows.
Yeah. So I have 3 manga here that I'm going to recommend, and he has 3 manga, and then there's a manga that we're actually reading together that we would recommend. So you want me to go first?
Sure.
Okay. So I kind of tried to do a little bit of variety because, as you guys know, if you've seen my other videos, I do read a lot of manga, mainly more of the romance manga, but I also do, delve into other ones. But the first one is Cutie and the Beast. I have talked about this one a lot before. It is a wrestler and a young girl who loves pro wrestling, and he's like her favorite wrestler. If you hear something in the background, again, it's my cats. I'm so sorry. But she really likes him, and the funny thing is he's considered the evil wrestler, or not really evil, but like the bad wrestler, and he doesn't have as many fans as some of the other ones do, but she really likes him, and they tweet each other back and forth. It's not really Twitter in the book, but you know what I mean. And he has a pet bunny, and he's just so darling and precious, and I love them two together. I've read 1 through 3 because that's all that's out, but we are getting the 4th one in May, and I'm so freaking excited. It's the final one though, but I have been waiting and waiting for that one to come out, so I'm super excited for this one. And then another one that I would recommend is The Promised Neverland, which I'm sure any of you manga fans out there, you've probably read this already, but I am on volume 16, I think, almost done because there is 20 volumes. I've been buddy reading this with Katie. I'll tag her below. She's more involved on Instagram than she is on here. We've really loved this series. It is about these orphans who live in an orphanage, and it turns out that the ones that get adopted are actually not adopted. They are taken by demons. So it's just been such an adventure. It's always something new every single manga. It's always left on a cliffhanger. So yeah, I love this. I would recommend it 100%. And then the last one that I have is Alice in Borderland. I have not read all of these yet either. I have been reading these with my friend Chloe, who is on Instagram as well. These are really fun too. It's basically a big game. They all get dropped in this like abandoned looking area, and they only have so many lives on their like card, and they have to compete in order to stay alive. It's really, really good. It is very hefty. Sometimes it has a lot of text to it, so it might take you a hot minute to get through it, but it's really good and it's really worth it. And I like it because it has to deal with like playing cards and stuff, and it kind of looks like a playing card. Like sometimes if you flip it, it kind of looks like a playing card. Sometimes I'll get confused as to what the front is. And actually, we will come back to this manga cut in a little bit as well. So, how about you?
Well, I'm not really into the romance kind of manga,
What's it?
like you
Yeah.
like you read. I'm more into like the dark, grittier kind of. And this is one I picked up a while back, and a lot of guys that I was around, they said that it was good. It's called Berserk. It's by Kentaro Miura, if I'm pronouncing that right.
Like I said, I'm not good with the Japanese names.
I try. It's about this guy, Guts. It's called the Black Swordsman. He's like, I don't know, sort of like
From what he's described before, like a rough and tumble guy.
Well, he's sort of like if any of y'all have ever watched like a Clint Eastwood movie, he's sort of like Clint Eastwood, but with a sword, and it's very dark. It's very dark and gritty.
Don't those even come sealed?
Yeah, they come plastic wrapped. Like if you have a weak stomach, don't read it. But if you can, it's a good one. I think I'm on volume 4.
4 or 5, I think.
4, yeah.
He picked these up like and was reading them like that. That's how hooked he got with
it's
these.
like I'm a horror buff, so like this like speaks to my inner horror nerd. So yeah, and the second one I'm just going in order, but I picked up. It's kind of a popular one. It's called Jujutsu Kaisen. It's by, I'm butchering his name, Gigi Akutami.
It seems close.
It's about this teenager named Yuji Itadori. Yeah. There's like these demon spirits around, and he meets a guy named Gojo, and I forget the other one's name, but
he's not that far into this one yet, but it's still
it's
good.
One of my favorites. But yeah, it's dark, but it's not as dark as Berserk.
I actually want to kind of read this one, but I have so many other manga to read.
Well, she's watched some of the anime.
Yeah, the anime is good too.
Yeah, it's good anime. But yeah, that's a good one. And this one is kind of a guilty pleasure. I don't think a lot of people know about it, but I highly recommend it. It's called No Guns Life. It's by Tasuku Kasuma. It's kind of futuristic. Kind of reminds me of Full Metal Alchemist a little bit. Not. It's just a little bit like. It's about this guy. His name is Juzo Inui. He's sort of like if you pay him, he'll help you, but he also has a good soul. And he has a gun for a head.
We've actually watched a couple episodes of the anime too, and it's actually pretty interesting.
It's not bad.
The main character, his design is pretty cool. Our cat's trying to get in the way.
Yeah, he smokes special cigarettes to help with the pain of having a gun for a head.
This one kind of reminds me of, if anybody's ever read Dorohedoro, except for I don't think anyone gave him that head.
No, well, yeah, he did. He was a soldier, and they I may be butchering this, but he was he doesn't remember because after he woke up after with the gun head, he doesn't remember anything about his former life.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah, he was surgically grafted with this, and he's called a gun slave unit.
Well, then, yeah, I think that's kind of like Dorohedoro, because Dorohedoro, the main character, he goes around trying to find out who turned his head into an alligator head.
Yeah.
I think.
He doesn't remember anything before he got the head. He just remembers his name.
Yeah.
And he's like, he helps you if you need help.
And then the last one is one that we recommend together.
Well, I picked it up first.
Well, yeah.
I picked it up because I love zombies, and a zombie manga, I was kind of like, that sounds really good. It's Zom 100, Bucket List of the Dead.
And I know I have a couple of fans with this one on here, so I know you guys know how fun this one is. And if you do realize, the mangaka who did Alice in Borderland, you're good at he's better at pronouncing Japanese names.
Haro
Aso? Yeah, he writes this one as well. I believe.
Well, he did the story.
Oh, he did the story? Okay. Did he do this one before that one?
I don't know.
I think he did.
But yeah, for those that don't know, it's about this guy named Akira Tendo. He's sort of like a office worker, 9-to-5 grind, like losing his mind.
Yeah. Hey!
What?
Yeah, wow. Okay.
At one day, he wakes up and the world is ending with a zombie virus, and he decides to come up with a bucket list of things he never got to do or never thought he would ever do. And he starts to do them with his friend, and then they pick up several others on the way.
It is such a fun, manga to read, even though it's about zombies. It's almost lighthearted in a way too.
It's funny too.
And it's funny, and
like there's one his friend, I forget.
His friend is crazy.
His friend doesn't like to stay clothed.
Yeah.
Any chance he gets, he likes to get naked.
It's just really one of the bizarre things about it, but it's so good.
And the funny thing, when you meet him, he's in a club of some sorts.
He is?
Yeah, I don't know if you want to keep this PG-13 or whatever, I don't know. But he's in a brothel. He's tied up.
Why don't I remember that? I don't know. It's been a while since Is he in this one?
I think so. Oh, no, he's not tied up, but he's in a room with a zombie who is.
Yeah, oh yeah, that's right. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But, yeah.
If you guys are interested, we are... This is one that we're really far into.
Well, I'm on volume 9.
Yeah, I need to read more, but these are so easy to read. You can blow through them pretty fast.
Yeah.
Not like Blood on the Tracks fast. Any of you who've read Blood on the Tracks, that one's super fast. But these are just so easy, and they're so interesting. They're easy to just read right through. If you guys are interested in us talking about this more, we could do a video about talking about the as much of the series as possible, because I think it's still ongoing in Japan. I'm not 100% sure, but there are several, at least 15 volumes out now
of that.
Yeah. I know we don't have them all yet.
I don't, yeah.
But, yeah. And plus, I love how they do different colors. Like, they have this bright pink color. Then they have
black,
yellow, green,
purple,
blue.
pink.
Like, they're just really fun colors. And as you can see, well, I don't know if you can see, but like the splats and stuff kind of reminds me of Splatoon, if you've ever played that game.
Yeah, I watched the anime as well, and
oh yeah, we did watch the anime.
Yeah,
I watched it with you too.
It was good. I think didn't they keep the blood as like splotches of different colors?
Yeah, I think they did.
Yeah,
it was interesting.
I'm also reading. Well, I love this, but I'm also reading Chainsaw Man.
Yes, that's another one that I'm also delving into. He's a lot further than I am. The funny thing is that the thing that drew me to Chainsaw Man was Pachito, because Pachito is just really adorable. And he also has the box set.
Yeah.
Which is pretty cool.
I bought it on Amazon.
But he had already bought, the first 3 volumes single?
Yeah.
And he was like, I really want this box set. And I was like, well, just let me have the first 3 volumes. I'll read it, see if I like it. And then he went ahead and got the box set. And I read it, and I got hooked. So
she got me several volumes for Christmas.
Yeah. So, those are some manga that we recommend. If you guys like this type of video, just let me know. If you want to see him more, let me know. You would like to be, you might do some more videos with us. We've also thought about maybe just having a manga chit chat where we just sit and talk about manga that we've read, because I read more like romancy type manga, but I also like the fantasy or the horror manga too, but
not as much as I do.
Well, yeah. And he's read some of the older ones like Full Metal Alchemist.
I love that.
There's some other manga that you've read that's older, I think. Well, also he's watched a lot of anime, and also we are currently watching some anime together. So if you'd like us to talk about anime, just let us know in the comments below. We are currently watching My Hero. Todoroki is my bae. Don't tell him that. Oh.
Tokoyami is my
favorite.
Yeah. What you said.
But yeah, and then we're also watching an older anime called, what is it? Yu
Yu Hakusho.
Yeah. So, if you guys want more recommendations, again, just let us know.
We could do more anime. We could talk about anime or more manga, or I read some books and I have some recommendations. Like, well, we'll talk about it in another video.
There is a series that he read that I would like to read as well, because he boasts and raves about it. Is a book series, so I might do like
Is that the one that I'm thinking?
Yeah. But I might do a read my husband's books vlog one day or something if I get a chance to. But yeah, those were our manga recommendations. His were Jujutsu Kaisen, Berserk, and No Guns Life. Mine was Cutie and the Beast, Promised Neverland, Alice in Borderland. And then ours together was
Psalm 100.
Alright, I think that's all we have for you guys today. So just remember to stay strong and read on. Bye guys!